And we're back. So, last time I left off, we were heading into a new zone after dealing with the Shrine of Amana. I have off-screen gone to Magarold of Lannifer over in the Old Iron Keep and bought a couple of toys. I'm going to put them right on, a couple of them on here. These carvings here, I love them. They're very popular. They're from a well-loved character in the original Dark Souls. So I'm going to put them on. I'm going to read them too. Finely carved from the wood of aged trees, they speak when thrown upon the ground. No one even knows the name of the artist. I know. His name was Hawkeye Goff. I'm silly. Gotta love it. I have reattuned our spells. And we are now using Homing Crystal Soul Mass. Let's look at the description of that spell. Soul beads made more lethal with crystallization. When fired, they home in on their target. Crystallization makes souls and sorceries all the more powerful. Let's cast it. You can see I have these little crystal orbs hovering over my head. When an enemy gets close by, they will fire off and home in on him. And they do quite a bit of damage. Each one does a little more damage than a soul arrow, as I recall. It's very useful. You will get more of them the more intelligence you have. If you spice these down to the minimum requirement of 10 intelligence, you will get 1. So, and there you go. You can see exactly how long they last. I'm going to grab them because no self-respecting sorcerer goes without them. I should mention we went offline and restarted Steam. Steam is back up, so we once again will have our friends and enemies trying to murder us. Alright. The Undead Crypt. Oh, there's nothing over here. This used to be where the bonfire was. They had to move it out here for Scholar of the First Sin because people honestly didn't notice it. They never bothered to check. It's just sad, but true. And that is a player. Pretty sure. Yep. That is a swanky hat, ma'am. You get that one from the DLC. It's Lucatiel's hat, but without the mask. And she is using... I believe that's an Eliam Lois sword. And... the magic shield, which can parry magic. That's quite the build she's got going on there. Alright. Now I have light, but it's actually really dangerous to cast light in here, so I'm not going to do it. I have it for later. They're both... Yes. Now there's this dude. You don't have to kill him. He's non-hostile. But he will piss off someone later on. And there's this guy. Yes. He is dual wielding shields, and yes, you can get those shields and dual wield them yourself. It is a horrible, horrible idea, but it's cool. And we like rule of cool in this house. Really? I was quite happily ignoring him. But since he wanted to die. Now that spell that keeps getting fired off at me, it's called Pursuers. Yeah. It's a hex. Now their version of it is different than the version we're allowed to use. Summon Devotee Scarlet. Again, she's the one from Earthen Peak, not a player. Hopefully she will distract them while we murder these. Ow. These witches here can cast fire, pyromancy, miracles, and hexes. Alright. Magic Stone. And they can drop their staff, which can cast it can cast everything. Well, not pyromancies, I guess. Pyromancy, it's weird. It says it can cast them, but it can't. Nothing in the corners. Always check your corners. You never know when you're going to run into something.
Halt. Human, do not produce light. Light, and all those who bear it, are unwelcome in this place.
Well, let's go see who spoke to us there. His buddies here are non-hostile unless you attack them. They also don't appreciate it if you bring light. That said, if you've got a friend who you've summoned, they can have a torch and light the area up. He doesn't care about them.
I am Ugdane, guardian of the crypt. Countless dead rest here in peace, cradled by the comfort of dark. Light only agitates. We have no need for it here. I am a finito. We weave death and watch over the dead. This task was granted to me by the one who gave us the first death. Countless souls rest here. Some of them from ages long ago. Some were rich, others poor. Some wise, some dull, but now they're all just dead. Did you come for him? The one called Vendrick. You will find him deeper inside. Many castle servants and the like have come to fetch their lord. But they rest here now, put to death by the king's own guards. Perhaps he's not in the mood for company. In the past, humans were one with the dark. The former king of light, he feared humans. Feared that they would usher in an age of dark. How queer you humans. How you go on, never separating truth from fiction. This place is welcome to all, provided due reverence is shown. Death is equitable, accepting. We will all one day be welcomed by her embrace. Tell me what you desire. Show me reverence, and I will lend you my hand.
Alright, Grave Warden Agdane. One of the Finito, related to the Milfinito. Servants of the, well, Grave Lord Nito. Learn gesture, have mercy. He sells a sorcery that I want. Also this. This used to be one of the better rings in the game. It's not that good anymore. It shoots out arrows at enemies who attack you. He sells dark imbued arrows and bolts. Humanities and Elizabeth mushrooms, and more soul spears. We desperately need those. And a soul vortex. Nice. Soul appease, again, very useful against hollow enemies. And warmth. Warmth is a pyromancy which you cast and it creates a glowing orb, a glowing flame, which heals you. It's very useful.
I am a finito.
Anything new to say, friend?
Somewhere in the past.
Yeah, he has nothing new to say. I believe once we've completed this area, we can come back and talk to him, and he will give us his gear. But that's why you don't want to produce light. It will enrage them. Now let's see. We can drop down this way. Thank you, Scarlet. Now, towards the top of this ladder, I don't remember if it's here in New Game or New Game Plus, but there's a ghost. Yep, there he is. Now, at this point, if we want, we can go ahead and cast light, if I recall. Let's see if I enrage anything by doing that. The real key is that you don't want to set these. These will spawn red invaders, who will try, and very likely will, successfully murder you. So, setting those lights is not wise. We'll do it after we're done with this area, probably. Go through here. Nah, we'll go the other way. Now, you can go down here and set that, and it will light up the whole area, but that will make some people very angry, and we won't do that. There's another one of them. Yep. I have not gone this way in a while. I used to take this path every time, but I couldn't remember if that was a mimic or not. And yay, another soul vessel. I mentioned before you get a lot of these, and I don't know why. You should be planning your character out, so there's really no reason to worry about it, but it leads straight into here. Which we can't sit at the bonfire, but... Alright, this area... That gravestone over there, we gotta break it. It'll spawn enemies when the bells are rung. Which these guys wake up to do. So we gotta get moving on that. Those guys are tough. See, there's another one there. Another one back there. We want to avoid hitting those bells. It'll wake up the enemies who are inside those graves. Shit. Huh. But once you break those stones, they don't wake up anymore. They don't care. Alright, let's explore this area a little bit now. See some loot back here. And there's a dude there. Alright, instead of going into the next room, we're going to actually go up this ladder first. Because there is an enemy up there who is a caster. And we want her to be dead. And damn lady of witches. Dried finger. That is a non-consumable. Bonfire Ascetic and Twinkling Titanite. The dried finger resets your invasion timer. I don't know if this is a number of hits or amount of damage done, but... they have a powerful spell they can cast. They can do both sorcery and pyromancy, and it hurts a lot. Alright, I'm going to get rid of one of these so that I can have some repair powder. Because you end up breaking your weapon a lot going through here. I would rather not trigger those bells. There we go. Now they can ring the bells all they like. No one's gonna give a shit. Alright, so in this next section, there's going to be an invader. And those little hollows will spawn forever. But you can see they don't give that much souls. It's not worth it to farm them. Alright, let's trigger the invader. Oh, look who it is. Our old friend. There we go. Now that she's dead. Through this door. Open this chest. And the Avalyn fires 3 bolts in a row. I do not understand those enemies. They just confuse me. See, there should be another one. Oh, let Scarlet handle them. And now... and these guys are farmable. You don't have to hope. You can actually get their weapon right off the bat. They also drop the Imperious set, I believe. Let's find out. Ooh, Reeve's Great Shield and Reeve's Great Shield. If you get Orma's Great Shield and Reeve's Great Shield, then you are set and you can dual wield them if you have the strength. So, check out this room. We go down the Sphincter. Now, this room has a lot in it, and we will be coming back for it here in just a minute. It's just fighting through this room immediately is a bad idea. So you want to jump down, and there is a hallway that has a black line on the floor. That's the hallway you want to run down. Over here. I don't know what the black line is all about, but never had cause to ask. You pull this lever, and you'll open up a shortcut back to the bonfire. Ta-da! And now we can go back in there and do our thing. Ugh. The blue flame! Now we want to destroy their little toys here, so I am so excited. I can't even begin to describe it. The blue flame is, for sorcerers, probably one of the best weapons in the game. Alright, while Devotee Scarlet does her thing, we are going to do this. I'm probably going to die in here. But that's alright, because the goal is to break all these gravestones while she does all the hard work. Alright, I think that's all of them. Large Soul, Dragon Charm. Excellent. She did an excellent job. Now they can ring that bell all they like. Ooh, the Lady of White Hood. Worn by the Pyromancers. Let's see, 40 and 10. I don't think it actually improves our stats, so we're not going to wear it, but... Alright, this room has some special stuff in it. There is, on one wall, a trick door. Ooh, the Mace of the Insolent. There it is. You can always tell when there's a trick door because they'll have a little break in the floor paneling like that. Yep, use the Pharos Lockstone. And in here is one of the better staves. Olenford's and the Great Lightning Spear. Alright, there's no reason to hang out in this room anymore. Oop, I ran the wrong way. You can see it's easy to get turned around. Alright, there's the path out. Now this is another popular area to invade, so I'm probably going to get invaded hanging out here for a while. But I do want to show off the staff. You can see 140 right off the bat with B scaling in intelligence as opposed to C. So I could level that up and it would be more powerful than my current staff. However, you can see it's got a casting speed of 120 versus 140, so the Witch Tree branch is faster. So that's why I'm using the Witch Tree branch. The really cool part here, though, is we got the Blue Flame. Straight sword wielded by Lady Apostles, imbued with a special magic that makes the Blue Flame both a sword and magic catalyst. Execute a strong attack to emit magic. The Apostles, adept at magic, wielded unique weapons, but were hunted down as traitors. They can cast sorceries. They're actually like a staff. You can see 120, that's not bad. That one only starts at 140. And the only issue is it's one of the slowest casting speeds, casting speed of 100. The advantage, though, is you can hold it in your hand. It's a sword. It does a reasonable amount of damage. And then if you need to, you can cast sorceries with it. So before we go to finish this area, I might go level that up. Maybe after this area. Magic Stone and a Dark Knight Stone. So I am just pleased as all get out that we've got that. I am looking forward to using it. Alright, now in here, you jump straight off. Don't let him ring the bell. And you just wait. There's number 2, and there will be a third one who stands up in here. There we go. If he rings the bell, these things will spawn the Ladia Apostles. And hoo boy, is that a pain in the ass. Alright, you can see down there there's some Cyan Knights and a Dragon Rider. This is what we need her for. She will distract them while we kill them. Alright, I'm not going to use my magic if I don't have to. Ow. Yeah. You can actually parry these guys as I understand it. But again, it's just a Dragon Knight. They have about as much health as the ones we've fought before. But he's just here hanging out. I can see a summon sign up there. And he's down. Alright. There's a summon sign there. That is our good friend, Agdane. I'm going to use one of these red amber herb things. That should bring me back up. Grave Warden Agdane. He is worth the summon. He will tank this boss for you. And then that is a player. We will summon Lunk. Why, hello, Lunk. You look awesome. This boss will be a little tougher with 3 people. Lots and lots of health, but this is a special boss. That hammer, though. Best thing to do while people are getting in here is bait the attack. And do not get hit. Oh, that hurt. Lunk is doing a good job, though. And that there, he buffed himself. Like I said, Agadane will tank that fucker. Woohoo! Thank you, Lunk. You are a badass. Alright. We are done with that fight. Now we run in here and... you can attack him, but it's not wise to do so. This is what's left of King Vindrick. Agadane has been guarding him since, well, a very long time. We are here for this. All of his gear discarded.
This ring is the symbol of the king. Use it to gain passage through the king's gate and venture to the far east. Bearer of the curse, if you are to be the next monarch, then one day you will walk those grounds without really knowing why.
And we will be back. We can kill him, but not right now. So the best thing you can do at this point is just hearth on out of here. But because we can't be invaded right now, we are going to run back and talk to Agdane. I want to see if I can get his gear. It weighs about as much as what I'm wearing right now, but I actually really like the way it looks. I think it's got a very Greco-Roman look to it. And yes, if you're wondering whether or not the 71,000 souls is making me nervous, it is absolutely making me nervous. He's not there. Okay. Maybe you have to go sit at the bonfire first. That would be unsurprising. Yeah, we'll go sit at the bonfire. Do I have any bones? Yep. Homeward bone. Back to the bonfire. So I'm very excited. The fact that we got the blue flame just makes my day. This weapon we've been using is not a weak weapon, mind you. I like it. It's been doing good, but the blue flame is such a flexible item. And if you have the ability to dual wield them, it is absolutely worth it to do so, because they can do quite a bit of damage. I'm not going to talk about what you should infuse them with. I can't quite remember. If you want to use them primarily for casting, there's no question about it. You want to infuse them with magic, because the spells...
Human, do not produce light. Light.
Yes, I know. But spells will scale off of the magic damage, so you definitely want magic if you're going to be using them for spells. But it might be better to infuse it with other things like raw if you want to do melee.
What do you? You have met the king, have you? Life is never easy, never fair. Even more so on this path you have chosen. May you find your peace one day. Take these with you. You may need them as proof of your visit here.
Yes, and his weapon, the Dark Drift. You didn't see him use it in that battle, but it's a katana that's invisible. I love it.
I am a finito.
And he has nothing left that's interesting to say, so just buy out whatever you want. I'm very tempted to buy those mushrooms, but we need the souls to level up. Now, we could kill him now if we wanted to. There's nothing left that he has to offer, but there's no reason to do it either. All we would get is his gear, which we already have. The weapon he used in that fight, by the way, you actually can get that weapon. It is called the, you know what, I don't remember what it's called, but it's made from the old rotten, the great old one, dead one's soul. It's a powerful weapon imbued with dark. That's a giant dad cosplay. Alright, so we have done that. I am feeling good. I am going to spend these souls and probably level up. And I will see you next time. Have fun!